People sometimes hear the word civil rights and they think of the civil rights movement of the 1960s and Martin Luther King and the marches. They don't understand that civil rights are the rights to marry whom they may please, or in this case, the right to participate with equal opportunities in society for people with disabilities. I grew up in a civil rights family. I like to say that there were so many pictures of Franklin Delano Roosevelt in my house growing up that until I was 7 or 8, I thought he was a long-lost uncle who I had just never met. People knew Franklin Delano Roosevelt used a wheelchair, that he had issues. My father was a soldier during World War II, and he remembers seeing the president being taken up, and he described it like a sack of potatoes, carried, among other things, by his son James, who was a Marine officer. And he, at that point, realized something. He said to himself, I'm going to war, and what is going to happen if I come back disabled? How am I going to live? How am I going to raise a family? How am I going to take care of myself, let alone do something for others? And that story stuck with me. Like a lot of civil rights communities, there were a bunch of heroes who very early on, before there was an ADA, in the inception of this movement, were fighting for the rights of people with disabilities. People like Holland DeLille, Richard Scaff, Connie Arnold, Ruthie Goldcorn, Joe Martinez. The list goes on and on. Young folks coming up don't realize that not only couldn't you get in everywhere, you couldn't get in anywhere.